here to complain about Stopped in the Name of Love. Kind of a very creepy name for the episode. But anyway, I'm here to complain about it, so here's what I first have to complain about.
Sometimes it's hard to know which way you're supposed to go, but deep inside, you know you're strong. If you follow your heart, you can't be wrong. Stand up for what is right. Be brave. Get ready to fight. Hold on. We're friends for life, and if we come together as one, complete the quest that we've begun, we will win the battle. Galactic battle, Pokemon.
Okay, what the freak was that? Did you see that? I swear, for a split second, they show Paul. I mean, you don't even see half of his head. I don't even remember seeing his head. Do you remember seeing his head? Let's take it back for a second. See? That's all you see of him. And you don't even see half his head. Let me even show you, like, just as a screenshot for like 5 seconds. And you tell me if you see his head. Never mind his neck or his awesome looking hair of some sort. Well, either way, it's just stupid. Let me show you what it looks like as a screenshot in case you didn't catch it. See, I told you. I mean, I know he's a minor character, but at least give him a head in your intros. I mean, really. He's minor, but he's still kind of like a main character right now, since they show him more than just like every once in a while, like, hey, I'm invading, I'm stalking you. Anyway, that's kind of a rip-off for Paul fans anyway, like myself. Wouldn't you agree? Now, here's something else to complain about.
Are you certain you're all right?
Ah! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out!
Ash, you okay?
Why?
Okay, did you see that? I mean, the way that hat fell on his head is like totally and scientifically proven it's impossible to land on his head the way it did. Just watch that again. Let me show you.
Ash, you okay?
Why?
Okay, do any of you agree with me that the way that hat landed, it's just not possible? I mean, really? It shouldn't land on his head like that. Shouldn't it fall to the ground or something? How does it magically fly in the air after Barry always crashes into him once again, and then just randomly land on his head? You would think that they would make it land somewhere else, but no. It has to land right back on his head, because the creators are probably too lazy to make it fall on the ground like it usually does. Really though, isn't that kind of messed up? I mean, really. Okay, here's something else to complain about.
You! I oughta... What do you think you're doing? I'm gonna make you pay a fine for that! Huh? Ah! It's you, Ash!
Barry!
Hey there, Dee, long time.
Kenny?
Obviously, you're gonna enter the sandal straw contest too, right, Dee?
Look, you better stop calling me Dee or else!
Huh? Just a cotton-picking minute!
Okay, there is lots to complain about that. First of all, I mean, why in the world, if you remember from before, was Barry running all the way from where Kenny came from to into Ash and everything? Okay, let me show you that. It's like, well, isn't it easier to explain? Anyway, though, he totally comes from where Kenny came from, runs into Ash, crash, oh, the hat incident, and then Kenny comes out of nowhere after Barry threatens to find them once again. How does that make sense? What did Kenny do to make him run like that? Second of all, I mean, what the freak was that? Why in the world does Kenny come walking over if Barry was all like, oh no, look out, I'm running away, yeah! But really though, what the freak was that? I mean, seriously! If you can explain what in the world happened where Barry had to run away, and apparently Kenny is casual enough to just come strolling over like nothing ever happened. Something had to happen. Do I want to know? Is this inserting some, like, ping pong here or something? Anyway, here's the next segment.
Are you trying to say you two know each other?
You know Kenny too, Barry?
Of course, best buddies, right?
Yeah, although we just met each other now for the first time.
How many of you would say that about someone you just met? I mean, something had to happen if out of nowhere, like, he's just like, oh sure, we're best buddies, even though Kenny will agree we just met. Inserting ping pong once again. Now let me show you the scene that I cannot take seriously.
See, I just found out both Kenny and I are from Twin Leaf Town. So that means we're practically like brothers. The deal is, Kenny's going to enter the contest, and then I'll enter Pokemon Ping Pong for a double win. We're gonna do some special training.
Okay, did you hear what he said? Special training? Do I even want to know what that means? Why in the world would he just randomly agree to do all this crap with someone he just met? I mean, how many people would do half of that stuff he's saying? He just met the freak! I mean, really! That special training thing, it's inserting more, ping-pongness here. I mean, special training, what does that make me think of? Let me play a song that'll tell you straight out what I'm thinking of.
You've indicated your interest. I'm educated in sex, yes, and now I want it bad, want it bad. I love game, I love game. Let's play a love game, play a love game. Do you want love, or you want fame, or you win the game? No, the love game. Let's play a love game, play a love game. Do you want love, or you want fame, or you win the game? No, the love game.
Yeah, I think that straight out tells what I was thinking. Were you thinking the same thing? Did I make you think that? Well, if I made you think it, great. If you were thinking that, excellent! You have the greatest mind ever! Congratulations! Woo! Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Pokemon Ping Pong?
You don't know what that is?
Okay, what does Barry think? That Ash knows everything? I wouldn't even know what that is. We didn't even know what that was until he explained it to us in the show. I mean, seriously! Barry fails at life. But I still loves him. I'm so disloyal. Anyway, don't you think that's kind of stupid that they have him think that he automatically knows what Pokemon Ping Pong is? I mean, really? You don't even know what that is? I don't even know what that is, my butt, Barry. Anyway, let's move on after Mr. I think everyone knows everything like I know everything things. Anyway, here's the next thing.
Empoleon and I are gonna kick up a mighty massive wind with our super special smashes! Looky here! Alright!
What's wrong?
I wonder if that light means...
Tell me if I'm not the only one who cannot take Barry's legs moving like that seriously. I don't know why, but if you can't figure out why, I shall explain it to you. It just makes me think of pervy things. If you haven't thought of that either, then I don't know, Barry's just perverted.
That looks like Bide. The evolution stopped.
No. Really, Ash? I mean, really, was it that important to point it out? We can clearly see the evolution stopped. It's not that hard to notice it stopped evolving. I mean, the glow stopped, therefore it stopped evolving. Is he slow-minded or something? Are the creators trying to say he's stupid? He fails. Part 2 coming soon. Yeah, part 2 of these complaints. That's what I mean.